today is? Today is Tuesday, and guess what? I am back from my huge long trip from down south. I am so glad you're able to join me. My name is Tina Kavergich, and if you can't remember that, that's okay. You just can call me Northern Stamper. You can always reach me at northernstamper@gmail.com. I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you live in Canada, feel free to join me, join a class, or join my team, or, order something. That's great. Um, don't forget, up above is a link for if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. And it is the beginning of a new month, and every month on Takeaway Tuesday, I enjoy, what do I enjoy? I enjoy showcasing a stamp set or bundle. A bundle is a stamp set and or die or punch. And today we are showcasing, okay, it's called Delicate Desert, okay? So this is absolutely stunning. Okay, the full suite currently isn't available because the dies are on back order, but today we are using the stamp set. So the Delicate Desert Details. Now, when I first saw this and I got it, I was kind of concerned because, you know what, there's only really two flowers. Whoops, two flowers. Oh, apparently I can't point. So there are two flowers in this stamp set. And I thought, well, what can you do with two flowers? And it was like, by the time I got done testing out some of the cards that I make and stuff like that, I had 26 cards designed just with this bundle. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked how much I ended up loving this so much. So it is a great, great stamp set. So if you want to get the stamp set, I've linked it above. You can grab it there. The stamp set you can get. It's just the dies. But don't worry, for today, you will not need the dies. Let's put those aside. You will not need the dies today, but you will need inks and the stamp set. So you want that. So I'm going to do a couple of different cards with different inks to show you and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. Now, thank you for joining me. Also, I wanted to say, if you've read this week's Northern Stamper newsletter that came out, I kind of told everybody that I am struggling with a kidney disease, and I wanted to thank everybody for their support. That really means a lot. And I found out during the time that I was down south, I had done a lot of, when you're hit with such news, you take time to start really thinking about yourself and what you're doing and the long-term point of life. And what I found out was, one, I'm glad that I took the steps to actually, I decided to retire and do things that I enjoy. And one of them is actually creating, like stamping, doing these cards, doing the Takeaway Tuesdays, having classes, having people come over. And I thought, you know what, that's one of the joys in my life. So, and I really, really, it means a lot that you support me, and I appreciate that. And I hope that you will continue to join me on a Tuesday, or in class, or online, or an event, or whatever. So, because I've got a lot of great things still planned. So I want to let you know that sometimes we're hit with difficult times. You know what? Take a little bit of time to, one, you kind of, I don't want to say feel sorry for yourself, but accept it. And then, you know what, there's so much more good out there in the long run, regardless of what we have. So I just wanted to say that. So this weekend, what I was doing is, as I was cleaning up from bringing everything into the from the trailer into my craft room, I was cleaning up and I came across, I have to show you this, okay? So I came across this one card, This card we had made during a class, and it's a kite fold and everything. Now this, I gotta tell you, this was one of my first fancy fold classes I ever did, and it was kind of shocking um, that well, I gotta tell you, this class did not go as well as planned. I had everything backwards, upside down. It was just a total total disaster. But my friend, she said she created this card and she waited 1 year. So she waited 1 year to send me this card with all of the boo-boos on it that, and to this day, I have it posted up on my gratitude board, and it makes me laugh because that class was a total hoot, and we still laugh about it, and it's fantastic. I really appreciate it. And people do send me cards and stuff. I do have a gratitude board. Oh, if you come over, you'll see it. And it just made me think. Sometimes things go bad or things happen, and that's just the way it is. It was funny. Also, when I came home from the trip, I received this beautiful little card from my friend Jennifer. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And she gave it in lieu of a hug. Now, that is fantastic. And if I remember correctly, we did, I think it was a Facebook, I can't remember if it was a class or a live or whatever it was. So thank you so much, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. Now, today what I'm going to do is we are going to do our card, but I have this little package, and it's filled with some cards, and I've got a lot of cards, and I think it's time to start giving some giveaways. So this package is going to be given away to somebody. I have no clue. Let's make a game of it. And, okay, for a number between 1 and 50. Okay, I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 50. So I can't cheat. I have to write it down. And if you get that number, I will mail it out to you. Okay, first one that gets this number that I've written on here will get this package. Okay, so between 1 and 50. All right, so there's that. So I got a couple of things I want to show you when I came back from the trip. I received this Stampin' Up! Order. Of course, I'm down south. I'm still placing orders. But one of the ones that came is an embossing folder. Now, this one's got 3 in it, and it's $41. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. And they've got the embossing folders. So this one's like polka dots, and I'm going to show you. So it looks, oh, there we go. It looks like that. Turns out really nice. And I thought, okay, the polka dots, I got to figure out something. I'm thinking kind of fun, something birthday. I'm not sure, but I like that one. Very cool. There's one that looks like flowers or stars. I know you can't quite see, but I've done a sample. Let's fold it over so you don't get... Now, this, you may have seen some other demonstrators with this. Now, this is like a flower. Ooh, can you see? It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think this is my favorite out of them all. So there's that one. And there's another one that has kind of hash marks on it, like really, really nice. And let's see if we got one here. And this one's, oh, let's not do a white because you can't see that. Very subtle hash marks. And you know what? I'm really glad I got these. These will definitely add something to any card that we create. The embossing folders, I think, if you have something plain, like say a white or a cardstock, and then you got some other things on top, the embossing folders really add something. So don't dismiss these, okay? Embossing folders are fantastic, and grab that one. It's really great. So desert details, let's get started. Give me a thumbs up if you are ready to create a card with me. So today what you are going to need, let's first get you up on the camera mount and get started with our cards. Okay, so let's get you going. Okay, if you get queasy, just look away for just 1 second. Hey, look, there's my room. And up we go. Okay, see if this works. Okay, it's been a while, so I had to kind of come back from the trailer and figure out how to get this sucker back together. So if you fall off, I do apologize. Okay. So is that okay? Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. I have no clue. If there's a problem, let me know. I will do my best to take care of it. Oh, I do apologize for that. It is a little bit of a problem there. So as I said, if you can't remember me, northernstamper@gmail.com. So, oh, it looks a little far away. So you'll notice that I got a little die cut here. I have it on a piece of tape. I have no clue where it is, but if you look really close, usually they have numbers on it, but I guess this one's too small to have a number on, but I'll tape it there, and hopefully I can find it later. All right, as we said, delicate details, desert details. It's really fantastic. I just love it. So today what we're going to do, I've got my package, and what we want in the package, if you have the package there's a piece of the ribbon. Okay, there's a piece of the ribbon, and there's a bit of like fuzzy is really cool. I like that. Very cool. Make sure you have some pieces of like scrap paper left over or something like that, just in case. You never know, just in case. I'm just going to cover that hole there, that reflection. So there's the ribbon. Or if you don't have that ribbon, any kind of pale papaya will work too. So that is fantastic. Now the card base that we want, I'm using soft succulent. Okay, soft succulent. You can use whatever you like. Now I see there's if you keep getting this thing that says thank you for joining me today, I do apologize. I guess I have that pinned somewhere, stuck somewhere. I do apologize. So soft succulent, okay, and I'm just trying to get the lighting a little better for you. Sorry about that. Soft succulent. And a couple of pieces, what I've got is, these are 4 by 5 1/4. These are just white pieces. If you follow along, I did have January and February things to do every day. I still have to get one out for March and April. And this is just little pieces of basic white cardstock that I have. And I'm going to do 2 just to show you some different designs. And of course, I got my envelopes, which we don't let me forget. We want to decorate those. Okay. So give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, I'm not sure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using soft succulent. The ink here is soft succulent. Okay, now that's for one. I'm going to do one with just that. And then I just grabbed a couple of other colors that I'm going to do on the second one. So I just wanted to kind of show you the difference, some different designs. Okay. So I'm going to put these aside, and let's take a look at our desert details. It is, like I said, it's fantastic, and we're going to be using these flowers here, and one of the sentiments. You could use whichever sentiment that you like there. Okay, and I'm looking for my sample. Apparently my sample is gone. Oh, there it goes. Okay, well, apparently I have lots of these. So let's get those stamps up on our blocks. Okay, and just to double check, I'm going to lay my block on top. There's one that fits on there. You want to have a block that fits kind of not too big, because then it gets out of hand, and then not too small that it hangs off. So I got one there. Let's see, can it go a little smaller? I guess I could, but that's really pushing it. So let's see. Okay, so I've got them on there, so I'm just going to place them on. Look at that. That one fits nicely on there. And let's see. That one is, see, it's too small. It's coming over the edge. Oops, can you see? It's coming over the edge, so I want a larger block. think I have to fix the lighting in the workshop. And I also want to have a sentiment, but I'm going to use that at the end when we're ready to do that. Okay. All right, so I have my pieces of cardstock. Now the very first one I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the large, whoops, can you see all right? I'm going to be using the large ink, the large stamp here. And what I want to do is kind of place something underneath, because I'm going to be stamping over the edge. So I'm just going to grab I'm going to grab some paper, and there we go, grab some paper and put that underneath. Okay. I always have this grid paper around. It's always good to have. I like it because I can always line things up better. Okay, so there we go. Got that all nicely lined up. Are we crooked? I think we're crooked, but okay. All right, so I got that. What I'm going to do is the first card, I'm going to use the soft succulent. Okay, and I'm going to pat and turn. Always, that's one of the main tricks, okay? You're going to pat, not press really hard that it swooshes all the way up. Okay, pat and turn. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, the reason I'm starting with the large one is because it's easier to start with the large one and then work our way into the space. So straight up and down. Now, if you rock it at all, you will get something, a halo effect, which means you'll have edges around it, and we don't want that. Okay, so just straight up and down. Now, I love this flower. Now, this is a straight soft succulent on this, so I just wanted to show you that. And the next one I'm going to show you a little different trick. So I'm going to take the smaller one, and I'm going to go in between the large flowers, okay, and just go like that. So I'm going to put a couple, maybe a little bit more, just on the very, very tiny edges to give some design. Okay, this is a super simple way to make cards just with inks and stamps. So there's one. So I've covered kind of the whole area that you can kind of see. All right. Now the next one I wanted to show you, it's a little different. I'm going to use the soft succulent, but I'm going to add in some other colors. Okay. Now for that, I'm going to be using a little bit of sponge daubers. So I'm going to ink up my flower. Okay, there's the large one. And I'm going to choose one of these other colors. Let's see how that goes. So if I do soft succulent, calypso coral, I think I'm going to try the pale papaya. And let's see how this goes. And I'm going to take my dauber, and I'm going to pick up the ink. So you can see it picking up there. Okay, and I'm going to add it into the stamp. Oh, yes, I had a little bit of green on there. I should have gone like that. Whoop. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, let's give this a whirl. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, so let's give it a try. Oh, look, you know what? There's a small bit of pale papaya in there, and look, a halo, so I'm going, whoops. We'll just flip that over. So again, ink it up. Make sure there's no... okay. Pick up some more ink. I'm going to ink right in the center. Try and get more ink. And again, straight up and down. Let's see if I can do that again without a halo effect. There we go, straight up and down. Hey, there we go. There's a little bit of pale papaya in there. So I'm going to ink it up again. And get some pale papaya on there. There we go, another one. Oops, ink it up again. Make sure don't want to transfer any of that dark ink around. This time I'm going to put it a little bit around. And again. Okay. And same with the smaller flower. Okay. There we go. And it just adds a little bit of a different color to it. Oops, forgot to ink. And let's keep going. Okay, and one more. So the daubers actually kind of do add a little bit. It works really well. Beautiful with this stamp. Oh, dang. There's a halo effect, so I'll have to figure something to figure that out, to fix that. So I got the two different flowers, and they got the two different in there. So that one's a little bit, you'll see, a little bit more of a pale papaya as opposed to this one. Okay, so there we go. We got the two different ones there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardstock and I'm going to place it on. Before I glue it down, let's see which one I like. That's kind of cool too. I'm not sure which one I like. Before I glue it down, I'm going to add my ribbon. Okay, so I have my ribbon and I'm going to just place it around. And I think I'm going to go with this one. And I'm just going to place it around and tape it on the back to hold it. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to cut this down a little bit because, you know what, even though it's a small piece, I can actually use that for something a little later. Okay, there we go. Now, if you have other ribbon and you want to add a little bit more, there's nothing wrong with saying that who says I can't add more ribbon to this? Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm going to take some, oh, it's a little crooked, that's all. Who says I can't add more ribbon? That's what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take more ribbon and add it. Sometimes I have a dice night, and one of the challenges that I have is to add at least three ribbons to a card. And this is kind of a great way to do it. Dice night is one of my favorite events because it makes us think outside the box. Sometimes we just need to think outside the box. The next dice night I think is coming up in like May or June. Ooh, look. Now, let's see, what else? What other ribbon do we have? Oh, these two don't match. I'm sure I had another one here. Oh, guess not. Oh, there's another one here. And I could always make a little bow here on this. So let's go ahead and do that. This is not what I had planned at all, but who says we can't just go off script. There we go, adding that bow. Okay, woohoo, it's coming together. Ooh, can you see? Can you see? There we go. All right, and now we just need to do a sentiment, and that's where those strips of basic white came in. Hopefully it's in your package. There we go. I got my piece of strip, and I am going to take a look to see which one I want to send or place on here. So I'm going to take it, and I think I'm going to do the shorter one. Let the fun begin. Woohoo! Crafting is always fun. So I'm going to put that on there. And again, stamp it in soft succulent, or you could always use black, Memento black. It is totally up to you. Okay, again, inking it up. Let's see if I can get it straight. If not, oh, I think I did it. Alrighty. Now, we're going to flag the ends. Now, some people can do it with their scissors. Congratulations for you, because I cannot. I cannot flag an end if my life depended on it. If I was taken by the mob and they said, here, I want you to flag this end, I think that would be the end. I don't think I can do it. So thank goodness they came out with a little punch a while ago, so keep your eye out. If they ever come out with another punch like that, make sure you grab it. Worth every penny. All right, let the fun begin, and let's get our dimensionals on here. Okay, definitely got to reset this this stage here for you for next time. It's a little dark and it is a little far away, so don't want that to happen to you. All right, got that. And because I have the two ribbons, I'm just gonna kind of pop it up just above the ribbon. Now the trick is, see how the ribbon has it? And it's like it needs two layers of dimensionals, because the ribbon adds a layer, and then the, there we go. Let's see. Yes, 2-dimensional for the sentiment. Because if I just leave it on the ribbon itself, the ribbon is fairly thick, so I'm going to add 2 dimensionals. Try and get that in between. Should have done this before. All right, get that in. There we go. Now I can glue that down onto my card base. Actually, I really like this. I always do a sample card to test out, and that's always my first one. And then I do this one during the class or the Facebook Live. Now let's add some bling to that. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to grab whatever I have here. Like, I got lots and lots of embellishments, so, oops, that one stuck to me. I'm just going to add that in, place that in between. There we go. And voila. Hey, I even got a little butterfly bling left over. Why don't I add that? Oh, butterfly. Here's a, whoop. Oh my goodness. The glue stuck. There we go. Let's get the little butterfly in here too. Let the fun begin. Where's this gonna go? Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I got my bling, little bit. It's very tiny bling this time. There's my butterfly, which was left over from other times. And there's the card altogether. So there we go. It's more like tone on tone with the cardstock. And then a little bling. I've added 2 ribbons because I thought, why not? I really like that. I'm going to show you my original card. So there's my original card. But you know what? I think the 2 ribbons actually make it much nicer. I really like it. So I think I'm going to have to upgrade my current the sample card. And I'm going to, I really like this one. Don't forget, where's my package? My gift package for today to send out to you. Oh, there it is. I'm going to send this out. I have a number on here on my post-it note. Make sure you post by, let's say 9 o'clock tonight, your number. Okay. What? Whoa, wait a minute. Did you see that? Oh, anybody that saw that number will get it. So anyways, there's that. Today's card. I hope you will post what your card looks like. I'd love to see what colors you used. And anyways, so let's say a proper goodbye. Hold on. Hold on. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. My name is Tina Kavergich, and I am Northern Stamper. And if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. Until next time, I will see you in the craft room. Whew, take care.